I think this might be one of the hardest moments of my life right now. So my name is Carly Fry, and I'm a woman, I'm a friend, I'm an empath, I am a dedicated school counselor, I'm a doctoral student, I'm a case manager, I'm a dog mom, I'm a business owner, but I'm also an alcoholic. As I look around this room, and as you see, if you hear the tears in my voice, it's completely from gratitude. Many of you in this room, I've seen people that I have worked with to fight for kids, to save kids' lives as a school counselor. I see friends of mine in recovery. I see parents of former students of mine, and I see former students of mine. So this is quite an interesting mix. I've spoken to many, many groups in the school counseling world that have been 500 people in attendance, and I haven't felt nervous. And now, as I look around the room, this is me about as vulnerable as I can get. And I feel as though that's an opportunity, because when you look at me, you might not see an alcoholic. But I do. Many of you watched my demise, many of you read it in the Record Courier, heard things, and that it went down very fast. But as it said, recovery is possible. And recovery is the greatest gift I've ever received in my entire life. As a child and throughout my life, I've always been a worrier, I've always been a helper. I think in 8th grade I was voted most helpful. But really, I just always lived my life to take care of other people. And that led to me just not taking care of myself at all. My drinking would be characterized as episodic binge. I was never a daily drinker, but when I drank and when things were bad, it got really ugly. Most of the time that suffering was in silence, and I was afraid to talk about it. I had covered up mistakes that I had made, drinking and driving, for many years. It had been in my past, and it had been hidden because no one found out, which kept me sick. So, in thanking Karen and Joel for asking me to do this, I also want to thank the Record Courier, because truly it saved my life. It forced me to face the ugly that was hiding inside me. My recovery, and I guess I want to say there are so many paths to recovery. My recovery involves 12-step programming, and out of respect for my program, I'm not going to talk about that. My recovery involves a lot of involvement of professional counseling. And I guess I'm going to also have to go against, as a clinician, we are told that we aren't to be self-disclosing, but here I am. So I'm trying to do that in a general way. I didn't know that I was sick. And so when someone had asked the question, why don't we just stop? I didn't know that I was sick. I knew that I didn't feel good inside, but I was school counselor of the year school counselor of the year for the state of Ohio in 2015. So for me professionally, everything looked so great on the outside. And what happened when I got home was just sadness and emptiness. I didn't know who I was, and for months I couldn't face myself in the mirror. But when I was able to go to work and help kids, all bets were off. And if any of you know me professionally, I think that's what you saw too. So, when my demise happened, although there were skeptics, there was so much love and support that I cannot say enough. That's what got me through, and that's what helped me to be able to be public about my recovery. As of the 5th of October, I had 19 months in a row of not drinking and of living a new life. Recovery has opened so many things for me, things I didn't even know were possible. It's allowed me to, as a doctoral student, to get involved in the recovery world. I'm a case manager right now, and I will be finishing my clinical counseling internship. So I am getting to help people like me, and I am still a counselor for Kent City Schools, so I'm still going to get to be able to help kids. So, because of the love and support of my school district and every person that I have encountered, I've been able to recover. Recovery is a constant thing. It's going to be something that I get to choose to live every day. I have to remember that I'm not like other people. But what I want you to know the most is I know a lot of our talk is about drug use, but alcohol use is still such a huge problem in our society. Binge drinking, it's just so hard because it takes a hold of people, and it has become a norm. Binge drinking can be a norm in our society. I'm grateful that I got in trouble because I think I would have continued down that path of misery and not discovering my capacity or my worth as a person. So I just want anybody in this room to know that nobody has to suffer alone. If that's reaching out to me, I will always answer the phone, I will always help. But truly, recovery has launched my life into maybe not the path that I would have chosen, because it hasn't been the path of least resistance, I'll tell you that. It's been ugly, but at the same time, the amount of beauty that has come as a result and the amount of support and love I have received from every person that I've encountered keeps me going. And so truly, if you are struggling or anyone is, please, please reach out. Find someone that you can talk to, if it's a family member. And so I just really want to say thank you for all the gifts of recovery, because to get to stand in front of people that I work with as a school counselor and in recovery is something I never imagined that would be possible, because it was so ugly. I could have shut down and it could have been the end, but it's not. It's just a turning point and a new launch in my life. So thank you very much.